Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench. So the other day, I did a thing. And I didn't post the thing that I did because it was an abject failure. So I had to reestablish the proper flatness and sharpness on this chisel. So that's done. And I just wanted to go back over the topic of the flatness of the back of the chisel. Tell you, there's nothing better than the joy of sharp tools, properly sharpened tools. So what I did here was I took my Lie-Nielsen 60.5 and I end grain planed this so that this is flat. If I take a chisel and lay it down on this flat surface, it will not cut, even with a freshly flattened back. There is a certain minute amount of lift you have to give the chisel. See that? Before it will start to cut. I'm just taking tiny little shavings off, just tiny little shavings. And that's where you have to be careful when you're using a chisel on end grain like this. If you lift too much, you're going to start to dig in and you will create a ramp downwards. So it's a very delicate work. And this would be something that you would do if you're shearing off a pin, or if you're trying to fit one piece to another. And so you work towards one end, and then you turn it around, and you work towards the other. So the difference between using a chisel to do this and using a block plane is 12 degrees. It's the angle of the bed. So this is 37 degrees cutting angle. This is only 25. And you can reduce that even further if you wanted to. All depends how you sharpen the chisel. And what's interesting about shaving end grain like this is it totally changes the look of the wood. There is not a single saw blade or sandpaper that can give you that clean of a cut. Okay? And that would be what you would want to do. You may even want to go finer and use a razor blade. When you're identifying woods, you want to get into the microscopic part of the cells of the wood. And that's what would tell you, okay, this is Eastern white pine, or is it Idaho pine, or which pine is it? So that's about it for this one. I just wanted to touch base once again on A flat chisel on a flat surface doesn't cut until you lift ever so slightly. See that? Little fuzzy little shavings. Hope this was helpful, useful, entertaining. Like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.